Good afternoon, YouTube. This is your host, Mr. Bob Plachno, reporting to you from my comfy abode right here in a good old city like Chicago, Illinois. All right, this is the reply session to the Q&A video. I could not resist by no means. I got a bunch of messages, approximately 25. All right, let's start off with Chris Knight. Bob, you are a lucky man. What's your secret? As far as the Illinois lottery is concerned, Mr. Knight, I am not lucky. But I have a great family, a great wife, and I don't know. What's the secret? What's my secret? I think I have to stay jovial. Yes, I would like to say that being jovial every day, all right, is my secret. I always love to have a good time. Don't get me wrong, when the time comes where I have to be serious, I can be serious. But once I'm serious, I always love to end my seriousness with a quirky comment or whatever the fuck for a little levity. All right, thank you, Chris Knight, for your participation. Next, Turtle Tales. When you win the big million, do you plan on moving out of state? Which state? Yeah, if I win big, Bob will move out of state. Yes, Bob will relocate. I will relocate because this state is fucking defunct. Yes, I might move out of the country. I hope that answers your question abundantly, Turtle Tales. Next, on the comment box questionnaire is Steve Juice. What's up, Stevie? How's your recovery going, Bob? I hope you are doing well. I celebrated 6 months on Tuesday, feeling great, spiritually beyond description. My recovery is going well. I'm going to see the doctor today. I have a 2:20 appointment. It's going well. Thanks for wishing me well. And congratulations on 6 months. This coming Tuesday, which is approximately a few days from now. I am glad you are feeling good. Keep up the good work, Mr. J. Bob is in your corner. Next, City Cat. What's the biggest win you have had on a scratch ticket? $500, City Cat. What brand of cigarettes do you smoke? Well, lately, as of right now, I am smoking Marlboro Reds, but I have been smoking Winston Reds, and whatever's cheapest, I'll have you know, because I would rather spend my money on other things. Katie Jakey, who is your favorite Beatle and why? My favorite Beatle has passed, Mr. George Harrison, the quiet Beatle, and that is why I like Mr. George Harrison. Yes, he was always in the background along with Ringo, but he was a very important part of the band, the Beatles. All right. Excuse me if I do not pronounce your name correctly. Solomon Aluo. Happy anniversary. May God Almighty continue to bless you and your family. Thank you, Solomon. Soleiman. Bob and company, thanks you very much. Next, Jeff Cousins. Happy anniversary, Bob. Thinking of buying 17 tickets of the same game on your special day. That is very nice of you, Jeff Cousins. I do appreciate the kind gesture. Good luck on those 17 tickets. Next on the questionnaire, John Rojas. Do you have plans to do different state lottery tickets? Congratulations on 17 years. Well, first of all, thank you for congratulating me on 17 long years of marriage, excruciating years. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Bob is happily married. Bob will continue to be happily married. Different state lottery tickets, well, I've been doing them. I would like to get my hands on Iowa, Ohio, tickets I haven't scratched yet. Maybe Washington State, the tri-state area, including the state I live in, Illinois. Let me see. Indiana I've scratched. Wisconsin I've scratched. Michigan I've scratched. Been out to Cali. Tickets I scratched. One of my subscribers, D. Reed, sent me some California tickets. I do like them, and I will continue to send them back quickly because there is a second chance drawing that comes along with them tickets. But I kind of went out on a tangent. There are many states in which I would love to scratch in the near future. All right, next on the comment box, Robert Bixler. Happy 17 years and many more. Thank you, Robert. And thank you for the fan funding. I appreciate it very much. Yes, I did get it, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Bixler. Tony, what's his face? I wish you the best and more to come. Come being C-U-M. Quite the comedian, Tony. I appreciate your comedic approach to addressing my channel. Thank you. Food reviews. Do you know what happened to Superman Stone 420? No, I do not. Superman Stone 420 shut down the channel we all know, but he has another channel. Beware. His other channel, I was told by a little bird, his initial channel was Gary Lush. Yes, GaryLush. That is Superman Stone. Beware Gary Lush. All right, that's what happened to him. Nothing happened to Gary. He enjoys ripping people off. That's what happened with Gary. All right. Next, Deacon Mike. What do you do for a living, and did the ducks ever come back to the pool? Bob is an electrician, and the ducks never came back. Sorry to say, it was a very pleasant sight to see ducks in my pool. Yes, Bob has a lot of creatures roaming around his comfy abode, in and outside of the house. Thank you, Deacon Mike. Next, Bill D. Where do you work, and can you tell us every job you've ever had? What is the craziest work story you have had? All right, where do I work? I can't tell you that, but I am an electrician. Every job I've had. I've been an electrician for the past damn near 20 years. Before that, I delivered pizzas at Domino's Pizza. I used to move furniture up in Northbrook, Illinois, for the rich fucks. I worked at a pizza factory, driving a forklift. I worked inside the freezer. Actually, what was funny now, it says, what is the craziest work story? The craziest by far is I was operating a forklift at this particular pizza place. Not pizza place, but pizza factory. We made pizzas for like Tombstone, Jack's, all the frozen pizzas, actually. So I went into the battery room for the forklifts, and I changed out the battery, but I forgot to put the steel plate back in the forklift that holds the battery from sliding out the side of the forklift. And it so happens that I was cruising along doing my everyday duties at this particular frozen pizza factory when I made a sharp left. And the battery flew out the side of the forklift and went directly through the motherfucking wall. Yes, that is the craziest work story I have ever had to date. Actually, there's more, but I can go on, and you guys and gals would probably fall asleep at your device. All right, other jobs I've had. I've worked at trucking companies, detailing tractor trailers. I worked at food stores, bagging groceries, collecting carts in the parking lot. Also, I got a small promotion to the butcher. I was a butcher's assistant, if that's the title. I worked in the meat department, packaging meat, grinding up beef, making it into ground beef. And that's about it. What else? Where else did I work? When I was like 12, I had a fucking paper detail. I sold the papers at the local church on Sunday mornings. I think I made about $15 a week. That was my very first job in the real world. I think that sums it up, Billy D. All right. Next, Cali Guy Scratchers, Dustin W. What made you want to make Scratcher videos? Well, I stumbled upon it, and I just joined the party. It seemed fun. The water was comfortably warm, and I jumped in with both feet. I do believe the first guy I watched was Mr. Richard Kelly out of North Carolina, to be exact. Yes. And I figured I could add my own little spice to doing scratch ticket videos with a vulgar approach at times, using profanity for sake of comedy. Yes, none of this shit I say, don't take it too personal at all. Please. And for everybody that gets offended, if you don't like it, please don't watch my channel. Simple as that. All right, next. Rob G. Happy anniversary. My questions to you are, as a lifelong Pittsburgh area resident, what is Chicago like? Have you lived there your whole life? What's one city? Oh, that's one city I have never been to. Thank you for wishing me a happy anniversary, Rob. That's great you live in Pittsburgh. Chicago is very segregated. You have white neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, Spanish neighborhoods. It's not integrated like New York or Los Angeles. Chicago's a lot like Boston. Yes, I've lived there my whole life. One city I've never been to is Boston. So hopefully that answers your question, Rob G. Thank you. What's the most you've ever won on a scratch-off? Adam Sanders asks Bob. $500, approximately 15 years ago. I am definitely due. Tina McKinney. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Tina M. Next, Miss Laura Bay. Another question, Bob. How many tattoos you got, and what's your favorite tattoo? Let me see. This might take a while. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 tattoos. My favorite tattoo is right about here. The koi fish on my left pectoral muscle. Or should I call it my left pectoral fat spot? Yes, that is by far my favorite tattoo. It stands out, if you know what I mean. All right, next question. Digitonic1. Happy anniversary, Bob. Thank you, Digi. How often do you shave, and who does your hair? LOL. Okay, thanks for wishing me a happy anniversary, Digi. How often do you shave? I do not know. Whenever the fuck I feel I have to. And who does your hair? Stevie Wonder. All right. Thank you for asking Bob that question, Digi. Next. And Keen Barn Engineer. Happy anniversary, Bob and Mrs. Thank you. My question is, how do you truly feel about Donald Trump? Also, what do you do for a living? Where is your favorite Chicago pizza place? All right, thanks again. My question is, how do I feel about Donald Trump? Donald Trump, to me, is kind of quirky, kind of crazy. I do not feel he has a chance. He shoots from the hip. He doesn't think before he speaks. Yada, yada, yada. I am an electrician, and my favorite Chicago pizza place is Mr. Beef on Harlem Avenue. Yes. Sean Majorek is the next questioner. What inspired you to video yourself scratching off tickets? I already answered that question. Richard Kelly inspired me, and I seen everybody else do it, and I wanted to add my own talents to actually scratching, meaning scratch tickets with commentary. I felt by looking at all the other scratchers way back when, nobody had the approach that I could serve up. So hopefully that answers your question. Again, Miss Laura Bay, who's your favorite YouTuber, Bob? Happy anniversary to you and Mrs. Plachman. 17 years, that's marriage goals. But thank you, Laura. My favorite YouTuber is the pranksters like Vitaly, Roman Atwood, to name two of them. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of anybody else at the time. I will surely comment on that in future videos. Thank you again, Miss Bay. Vitalia puts out a comment I cannot understand, so thank you very much, Vitalia. All right, so the very last person to ask a question is Yee Nation. My question is, how does your wife put up with your silly ass for 17 years? God only knows. She is definitely a saint. I am one hard person to deal with more often than not. The real question is, if you were to hit over $1 million on a scratch-off, besides a house and a car, what would you invest it on? By the way, love your videos and keep up the awesome work, brother. Let me start off by saying thank you, Yee Nation, for the accolades. Bob and company appreciates it very much. Besides a house and a car, what would you invest it on? I would definitely travel extensively. Yes. First thing I would do is retire. First, I'd put in 20 years. I'm not going to put in the full boat, which in my case is 33 and a third years. By no means am I going to work that long. I play hard. I do not know how long I am going to last. Yes, I would invest it on traveling. I already said it. I would give some of it to charity. I would help my parents and my in-laws pay off their homes. Let me see, what else would I do? That's about it. All right, I hope I answered everybody's questions. Fairly. And I really enjoyed this Q&A, question and answer, not queens and angels, not queens and aces. Yes, not quasars and astrology. Questions and answers. You give the questions, I provide the answers. That is the way it works. That is the way it went down. All right, ladies and germs, we are coming up on 19 and a half minutes. And Bob is exhausted. It is approximately 1 p.m. I have to get ready for my doctor's appointment. The time has come, YouTubers in YouTube land. Without further ado, I've got shit to do, like wash my ass and nuts. Until next time, this is Bob Plachno signing off, and as always, have a fantubious day.